concerned, none. All the others were earlier selected by Harold McBean. Their election was highly predictable. They were voted in by proxies returned automatically for the management slate. The owners and directors have no power. Who then runs the show? For the answer, we go to the centerpiece of the Centennial Exhibition, the new headquarters built to house UGE in the 80s. It's 105 stories high, was the winner of a dozen design awards, including 2 that were funded by UGE itself. The new skyscraper will house the great and diverse and talented group of men that now, happily for it, is the UGE Command. Some years ago, I gave this organization a name, the Technostructure. Harold McBean, when he went to the Pentagon, was succeeded by Howard J. Small, Executive Vice President for Corporate Operations. Howie, as he is known in the firm, commands approximately the same salary as did McBean, $812,000 plus stock options, deferred compensation, and pension rights. Unlike the Glows and Harold McBean, Howie is not well known outside the firm. He's a 2-pack smoker, drinks on occasion to keep going, and were he a vital factor in the firm, his heart condition would be the source of the gravest concern. The Dow Jones wide tape would carry his electrocardiogram and his latest lung X-ray. In fact, no one in Wall Street gives Howard J. Small's health the slightest thought. It is taken for granted that power resides not with Howie, but in the technostructure. At the center of the technostructure are the chairman, president, executive vice presidents, council, a formidable array. The myth is of a hierarchy, all power coming down from these men at the top. The reality is of circles, concentric circles, with power flowing between them. And that is the corporation's greatest source of strength. Howie Small, as president, is at the center of the circle. In the first ring are his executive vice presidents and the senior home office staff. In the next ring are the heads of the companies and subsidiaries at home and abroad. In the third ring are those men whose technical and specialized knowledge contributes to decision. Engineers, scientists, advertising specialists, sales managers, dealer relations men, designers, more lawyers, more lobbyists, economists, controllers, and the men who understand the computer. Next beyond are the white-collar workers. Next are those who supervise production, and in the final outer ring are the blue-collar workers.
Let us now concentrate our minds fully on the future. Thank you.
In the inner rings of UGE, there is the power that proceeds from position, from rank. In the outer rings, there is the power that proceeds from skills and from numbers and from union organization.
Hiya, men.
There is power in every ring. Power that goes with command, with knowledge, or with organization.
Where do we go next?
A New Yorker drawing by Charles Adams got it right. In the modern corporation, there are no great men, only great committees. We see, I think, the error in viewing the firm as a pyramid, with all power passing down from the top. What the corporation does and achieves is the product of the intense interaction between the outer rings and the center. But it's time to enter reality, to see the technostructure at work in a real corporation, Philips, the Dutch multinational. UGE is a composite and a caricature, both larger and smaller than life. For reality, we go to Eindhoven, a city of 190,000 people, a couple of hours' drive south and east of Amsterdam. In 1944, it had its moment of history. It was taken by Montgomery's armies when the further jump to Arnhem proved a bridge too far. Since 1891, Eindhoven has been the headquarters of Philips. Our look at Philips begins also with an exhibition, the Evaluation. Here, the children of Eindhoven are brought to see the achievements and promise of technology in general, and of Philips in particular. Philips in 1974 was ranked 5th by Fortune among the industrial corporations outside the United States and 16th among all corporations in the world. This was from sales of electrical goods and other technical hardware of $9.5 billion, employment in some 60 countries of 412,000 people. Here's an artist's conception of Philips. He, too, sees power proceeding out from a circle. Here in Eindhoven, the Philips presence is still a powerful thing. Workers in the firm still live in intimate association. They unite in music. The Philips band plays the Philips March. There are only two ways, it's an old saying in Eindhoven, to be fired from Philips: to shoot the chairman of the company or to molest the coffee girl. The first is recommended, but the second will soon be found out. The glows have long since gone from UGE, and nobody is sorry. In the more durable Dutch tradition, there is still a Philips on the Philips board. The memory of Anton Philips, the founder, the old man, is maintained by this monument. The artist thought it wise to sacrifice form, and maybe also beauty, for substance. In Eindhoven, where the state does not serve, the company still does. Paternalism is not yet dead at Philips. Thus, the international school teaches English and Dutch to the sons and daughters of Philips International executives. English is to the modern corporation as Latin was to the medieval church.
Peter, waar werkt jouw papa?
In de Philips.
Rekencentrum. Ja.
Zo. Kunnen jullie een beetje aansluiten? Kom maar staan, zo ja. En een beetje doorschuiven. Kan je ook goed staan?
The company has encouraged the foundation of a workers' cooperative for those who have retired but who cannot bear to stop working, for whom the work ethic is too compelling.
Kan ook even staan. Het is maar...
Strength through work.
En dan moet je een beetje allemaal hier naartoe kijken, hè? Zo ja. Even opletten. Zo, even opletten. Ja.
And through their working life, the health of Philips employees is carefully checked. The more responsible the job, the closer the watch. Health and corporate health go hand in hand. But as James Glow's workers eventually escaped his righteous and paternal embrace, so it is in Eindhoven. The football team, PSV for Philips Sportsverein, still bears the company name, but plays on its own. Once the company housed and educated all of its workers, now these tasks are going, or have gone, to the city of Eindhoven or the state. Once the company instructed the workers as to its wishes. Now it consults the union. Once a year, sometimes oftener,